Let the games begin.
That's right, everybody. We are here. What's up? Welcome. SportsHeads Friday night. What's going on, Andrew?
I have instead of just be honest, do we have any sports fans in the family here?
Yeah, sports fans in the family. Come on. You're already down with the questions, bro. What's up?
We could pull up each one of our favorite athletes in the intro.
Okay. About to build on the intro. All right, so before you start editing us a new intro, that we like to thank our graphics goddess, Stormy Chamberlain. She killed it with that. What did you think, bro?
I loved it.
There she is. What's up?
I loved it.
Hi.
Yeah.
I was just building on it.
Building up. You doing a professional thing? All right, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
All right, he's already building on you. Hear that, Stormy?
Yeah, it's gonna be 10 minutes long.
No stuff, yeah. He's already given you like director's notes and everything, you know.
Yep.
Little
that's
bullet
okay.
points.
I like people giving their opinion though, so I know if I'm doing a good job or not.
That's great. Well, I know you get a lot of that out of me. I appreciate you. Like I said, Stormy is the graphics goddess as named by Andrew, right, Andrew?
Yes.
The graphics goddess, and she's sure enough to earn that title tonight. Thank you, Stormy. That was an excellent opening. Welcome, everybody. This is episode 11 of the Sports Heads. You have made it. We're glad you're all here with us tonight.
On the Truly Network.
Exactly, brother. So, Andrew, I'm going to take you back to the beginning, and I'm going to help you walk this through your story that you have this week, because you've had an interesting, challenging week this week. So earlier in the week, let me get you started, and I'll let you roll. You were eating some food and everything, and it wasn't exactly going down too well, right? So this went by a couple days, and tell everybody what happened from that point on.
Preferably a hot dog. I was at the movie.
Go ahead.
I was at the movies,
Right.
just eating a hot dog. All of a sudden, it just wouldn't go down.
Wouldn't go down. Yeah. So then the next couple of days you had kind of issues with it, right? You had a hard time keeping food down for a couple of days. And unfortunately, folks, our boy Andrew here, my co-host and fellow sports head and lead sports anchor right here, he was in the hospital for a couple of days this week. This is what you don't even know. So would you just get out like Wednesday, Andrew?
I just got out Wednesday,
bro. And you got a clean bill of health. So to clarify the story, yeah, you were at the movie, you had a hot dog, and then he couldn't keep food down for the next couple of days, and our boy had to check into the hospital, and it ended up being what? Stuff in your esophagus?
A hot dog.
The damn hot dog, yeah. So our boy, we're glad it wasn't anything worse.
Update, I have to get another scope, and I have to get my esophagus stretched.
Okay.
And then another.
You sure that wasn't the colonoscopy thing? You got to get that stretched too. That's later on. Yeah, you got a couple years for that. Well, we are glad that you are. It wasn't anything more serious than that, and they could figure this out, and it wasn't a serious health issue, because we were concerned for our boy Andrew because he couldn't keep any food down, and we were hearing he was having a hard time. But he's a trooper. I don't think he's ever missed a show. And a matter of fact, you did a live from your hospital bed, didn't you?
Yeah.
You and Bobby Nick, and tell everybody where they could find that if they want to go back and watch it on your new channel.
Well, I rebranded my YouTube now. It is, drumroll please.
Drumroll please. We didn't practice this part, Andrew. Damn it. I'll get you one. Hang on a second. Righty, I get you. I get you real quick, sir. Here it comes. Damn it. Got everything but. Here we go.
It is called No Filter Andrew.
No Filter Andrew. That's right. So you go out and type No Filter Andrew in on YouTube, and you'll see our boy what he's up to.
No Filter and friends.
Oh, Andrew and friends. And some of your friends are Bobby, Nick, and Scott, right? Who happens to be here. So why don't we bring Scott in right now if he's ready backstage? Let's say hello to our friend, Scott Fitzpatrick. Uh-oh. That's the enemy.
Andrew,
that's the hot dog.
Hear me now and listen to me later. I'm going to kill you.
The hot dog's coming for you, Andrew. He's going to come for you again. You better chew him up real good next time, brother. He's going to get you. Is that like what is that? Looks like, I don't know if that's like a hot dog with a rubber wrapped around it or what you got going on there, bro. That's like, oh my goodness. There you go. Well, so Scott's eating.
This is how you eat like a man, Andrew.
Is that right? Right out the fridge, huh? They're cooked anyway. Well, that's not the most interesting thing that Scott might get down to eating tonight. He's got a little game he wants to play for Super Chats that involves maybe some worms and maybe some of the Bob Levy blue cheese ass licking hot sauce. And maybe we can see if every $10 increment, maybe our boy will put a worm down here. So if anybody wants to see this man put down a worm and see how many he can put down, $10 will get him to put the first one down, 20, and so on. And we'll see how far we can push him.
I hit the wrong.
I hope I vomit.
We do too. That's right. What do you think we're doing this for? All right. Hey, I see we got some people checking in. Let's say hello to some of our friends. Hey, Fox 5, a great friend. Let's say A's headed to Vegas. Yes, that's one of our first stories. We're going to do Fox 5. Let me see. Headed to Vegas. What is their incentive to play for LA if they're already set a timetable to leave? That's a very good point. Thank you. Fox 5, $4.99. Thank you very much. DJ Davies. Glad you're okay, Andrew. Yes. We're glad our boy Andrew's okay. Who else got checking in? Patrick, how old was that hot dog at the theater? How old is that hot dog at the theater? That's not how it goes. Let's see, Andrew. How old was that hot dog?
I don't know, man.
You didn't check the date on it? Come on, bro.
No.
I didn't know they served hot dogs at theaters. I'm losing my voice.
That's okay. Hope you'll make it through the show. Hope you find it again.
They serve hot dogs at movie theaters?
Question.
Was it in the bottom of a popcorn bucket or something?
Did it have a mushroom tip by any chance?
It was rubbery.
It was rubbery. That should have been your first clue, bro. Well, we're glad you're okay, and I'm glad they didn't poison our boy Andrew. So, well, since we had her in just to say thank you, and we're going to need her anyway to be our chat moderator and our graphics goddess, let's say hello to Stormy. Brought you back again. What's up, Stormy?
With your question, do you think the A's should rename their baseball team?
That's a good question. We'll get into that in the first story, but we got a couple more friends to bring in. Not only friends, but our West Coast correspondent. Let's say hello to Bone Loads. What's up, dude?
Hey,
how you doing?
Up?
Doing good?
Good to be here. Thank you. Yeah, hope you guys are all well.
Yeah, hope you are too. I've seen I noticed on Twitter you're enjoying some NBA games out there. You going to the Clippers games and whatnot?
Yeah, I'm going to the game tomorrow.
Excellent. Well, we're going to do an NBA segment. Bone Load submitted a story in the Hopper, so that's cool. And we got all of our regulars here tonight, and Stormy will keep an eye on the chat and keep it abreast of what our friends are saying.
Sorry, I wasn't doing my job in stories this week.
That's all right, bro. It takes a team. What do you say? We got this, Bubba. Right? You told me one time we got this, Bubba.
Yeah.
But matter of fact, it sounded just like this.
We got this, Bubba.
That's right. Sometimes when we're a guest short.
For choking on wiener.
Yeah, I'll cut you some slack for choking on a wiener, even though it wasn't mine. You know.
You couldn't get Mark Chestnut as, I guess, the hot dog eating.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he could have gave you some pointers on how to eat them. Hello, Tiff. Good evening. Glad to see you here every week too. Thank you. All right, fellas, ladies, and lady. We got one more person to bring in. We got a very special guest. You see him making like all the rounds on all the popular podcasts, and we got to know him. He's a friend of ours. He's been on Coffee and Pods with us, and he said he wanted to meet Andrew. He's a wrestling fan. I think he likes sports and just talking in general. So let's welcome our friend Jake Hudson.
What's up?
What's up, Jake?
Hi, Jake. Good to have you on my show.
Good to meet you.
This is not your show. This is Bobby's show.
Well, this is our show, but technically it is. Andrew's the star here, Jake.
Andrew's the man.
Andrew is the head, the sports guy. He is he's everything. He's the human sports ticker. He's why we're here.
Are we gonna talk about they
Sex,
unsealed the
baby.
files of Ted DiBiase's arrest?
We are going to cover that as part of our wrestling and kind of / sports news things. Our wrestler Ted DiBiase Jr. was caught up in some of that Brett Favre illegal money situation, and that's one of our many stories that.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Jake. No, finish.
Actually, it happened in my home state of Mississippi, and I'm actually shame everybody knows your name, Ted. You're done.
All right, so that's a good point, Jake. For those of people that watch and might not know you from all the podcasts, like because we watch them all the time, tell everybody your name, Jake, and you're a big podcast fan. I seen you on Opie's show this morning. Matter of fact.
What is up, y'all? What is up, y'all? Is your boy Jake. This is actually my second time on the Shuley Network.
Is it?
Is second time on the Shuley Network and second time on a show that Bobby Fran is running.
I don't
That's
have
right.
any money to pay you.
We made that clear in our pre-show negotiations. I let him know we're the poor show.
Sorry.
Yeah, we got
That's
you.
not funny. That wasn't funny when people say that.
Do they?
By the way,
Do you know why?
Because of what happened with me and Kevin Brennan and Shuley.
Hey, I saw you
No
have
big
some
deal.
good dance moves on the Bedabbler channel.
Oh no! Please don't bring that
Yeah,
up.
he was doing those money moves, wasn't he? Talk about somebody having money moves. The other night he was on the Bedabbler's show, and at the end of it, he wasn't really getting many super chats, and he said that he would give Jake half of everything that came in from this point on. And don't you know, was it David Chandler stepped up? He gave like $300, and then somebody gave $20, and before you know it, Jake cleaned up. What'd you end up with, Jake?
$230.
Damn, bro, that's good.
Nice.
And look, I think he made that math mistake because I don't even think he waited to take the Google percentage off the top. He was just doing the raw math. Whatever came in, he was cutting it in half for you.
Actually, it was 227, and then he rounded it up to 230.
And Jake was doing his plate math during the show. He cleaned up, and so Stormy, every time somebody gave $100, boy, he was gone. I never seen Jake so happy.
You should talk to Shuley about having a dance show.
I like it.
Yeah. Welcome to the Jake Hudson Dance Show.
Hey, I want to ask about I heard that Rock is selling the XFL, and no, Stud Joe, I'm not gonna do that.
Nice.
Stud
Clothes on,
Joe,
preferably.
I heard
Do you have a pillow you're fond of or something?
Put them through a table. Put them all through a table.
Fond of?
No. Here's the thing. It's a Stud Joe. Can you get that off the screen, please, man?
So Joe about to get put through a table. Just
Hang on, I'm a slow reader. I got.
Hey,
Yeah, you gotta
by the way,
keep it up a little longer.
It's
Slow.
about by the way,
Son of a bitch.
you know we're gonna get copyrighted for using the Stone Cold music.
I'll take the chances. You're as bad as Andrew. I got two executive producers over here. What the hell's going on
Bill
over here?
Looney, $5.
wrestling guys. They know their stuff, man.
All right, we got some chat people. I see Jake's calling them out. Go, Jake. You can read that one, bro. Since you noticed, read that one, brother.
Jake owes me $115. I don't owe you anything.
Bill Loney. I seen you're having some vehicle problems on Twitter. Hope you get through them okay. Bill Loney, $5. Thank you, brother.
Yeah. Like I was trying to say before we got cut off, we have a issue. I heard The Rock is trying to sell some of the XFL.
I don't know. I mean, it's still early in the venture. Yeah, he bought it out of bankruptcy after COVID, and he's trying to make a run with it. This has really only been his first full year since he's been in charge of it, so I don't know if he's bailing yet. But we're going to know some other wrestling stories soon. But, hey, Andrew, you ready to do this, brother? You ready to start off the show? Where we got to go to?
The Hopper.
The Hopper. Let's go to the Hopper. Okay, Stuck Joe. All right, and everybody's been clamoring to talk about this. After many years, our first story, the Oakland A's agreed to purchase land near the Las Vegas Strip. Andrew, tell everybody the significance of this deal, what it means.
Well, the Oakland A's have been in Oakland since 1968.
Correct, sir.
I believe that's the number.
Yep, I just said yes.
They have been having pitiful stadium numbers. Pitiful.
Yeah.
absolutely obscene. Like, they're basically playing in front of, 300, maybe 1,000 fans a night. Like,
Yeah, it's bad. They've been playing the Moneyball game for years and struggling with money and trying to get by any way they can for many years. So, yes, since 1968, you can imagine in a day of modern baseball and modern stadiums how old it must be to have the facilities in Oakland Coliseum. That's an old stadium. They converted it so many times. So, Bone Loads, I know you're on the West Coast, you're not exactly Oakland, but what's your take on the Oakland A's finally leaving Oakland?
I feel bad for Oakland because they lost the Warriors, even though they went across the bay to San Francisco. They lost the Warriors, they lost the Raiders, and they're not that far either. In the grand scheme of things, they're really not that far. And then now they're going to lose the A's, so they've lost all three of their teams. I've we think we feel bad. Imagine being Oakland.
And much for the same reason, because the Oakland Raiders had to play in the Coliseum for a long time, and they didn't want to play in there too. So it's the same force, the same lack of movement on giving any of these sports franchises a stadium. They're essentially forcing their hand and forcing them out of town. So my personal take is that I don't really fault Oakland for leaving. I'm a Baltimore Colt fan. Our team left us in the middle of the night for Indianapolis for a better deal because we did the same thing. We would not provide a new stadium, and if you hold out too long, these teams are just going to go to another city.
No, I totally agree. They did what they had to do.
Go ahead, Stormy.
Oakland
Stephen
had
Bull
the balls.
has a message.
Okay, well I'll get Andrew, and then we'll hit Steven. Go ahead, Andrew.
I wish Oakland had the balls to give them a new stadium, but they don't want to pay the money.
And apparently, if it takes decades and you haven't provided a stadium for any of your major sports franchises, it shows me very little interest or effort in doing so. Can we pull up Stephen Bull's comment? Stormy said he has one. Howdy, fam. Hey, BF, I got the T-shirt in. Thank y'all. It's wicked, man. Thank you, brother. Yeah, Stephen Bull. I'm glad you got it, bro.
Yeah, yes. Thank you.
If you go to our store, maybe we'll throw the link out there. He has one of the first new SportsHeads Podcast shirts. I ordered it for him last week, and they got it with him in a matter of 2 days. And Stephen won that for being our highest super chatter last week. Go ahead, Andrew.
I'll throw in a sweet deal.
I'm
sex?
I'll sign the next one.
Go on.
Oh, shit. I thought you were going to promise sexual favors. I'm like, no, Andrew. Can't do that legally. No sexual favors. Oh, shit. Well, you heard it, folks. So now he's up the ante. So if you want to get some super chat game going, and if you had an interest in getting one of these SportsHeads Podcast T-shirts, Andrew is saying thank you, Stuck Joe. You can get one of these shirts, and now Andrew has upped the ante for super chats, and he'll say he will sign one, and we'll get it sent out to you. How about that? There you go, Andrew. So you have that to motivate some super chatting tonight. We got our boy Scott Fitzpatrick, who's going to possibly eat some worms. I hope to see him. Can he eat 2, 3, 4? Can we make him throw up? Who knows? But, okay, Andrew, you had one more follow-up question with the Oakland A's, and that was about the name.
Now, do you think
Vegas A's now. Sorry, my bad.
No, do you think they should change their name completely?
I don't. Yeah, I don't. I know you asked that earlier, and I was itching to get in. Me personally, sorry, I don't know if that was for BF or anyone, but I don't. I think they should be the Vegas A's. Like, why not? Unless they're forced to by the city of Oakland to actually change the name, like the Sonics force their hand kind of thing for Oklahoma City Thunder.
Because they had the Supersonics, right? Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. Totally. Yeah. I don't think they should change the name. Why not? Stick with it.
Go ahead, Scott.
I don't like there's anything I don't like. I guess I'm just a traditional person. I don't like change, but the A's going to Las Vegas and you synonymously associate that with gambling and baseball. It just seems like a bad look.
It is. And matter of fact, my wife told me of a story. There's a current story that just broke today, like 3 hours ago. There are 5 NFL players. 3 of them have been suspended indefinitely and 2 partial suspension. Go ahead, Andrew.
One of them was a former one of them was a former Badger, Quintus Cephas.
Cephas, yeah, I heard that name.
Hey, I
Go ahead,
got,
Jake. You got something to say, bro? What you got to add, bro?
Yeah, Jake,
Loney,
yeah.
$10. Get those
Bill
worms
Loney,
out.
thank you, Bill Loney.
Get the worms out. Let's go.
Oh, there it is. The first $10, the first worm. We gonna get that. We need a hype train music. Let's build. Let's have a little build up for this if we can't start, Joe. Let's get a little hype train music, and Scott can kind of like lather. We can. That's it. This is the worm hype train. It's a worm hype train. Come on, everybody. This is a worm hype train. Get on the fucking worm hype train. Come on, super chat. Come on. We're going for the fucking goal. Come on. Come on, corny. Uh-oh.
Hey, the music is lagging.
It's all good. Extra producer, man. Look at that. Extra dirt. Is that dirt? Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Getting hype. Getting psyched. Oh, Bob Levy's blue cheese, ass licking hot sauce. You can get it at silkcity.com. This is legit, folks. $10. It's going to be the first worm. Look. See? See if he jumps a little bit. Come on, everybody. Super chat. Come on. Worms, get on the hype train. Come on. Dirt, get on the hype train. Come on, everybody. Get on the hype train.
go, Scotty.
Come on. Indigestion, get on the hype train. Come on. Throw it up. Get on the hype train. Oh, there you go. Ooh. Gonna saute it. Saute. Where's it at? Where'd it go? Did it jump off the plate? Where'd some bitch go? All right. You want a timpani? Here we go.
Oh God, don't.
Slurp it. Eat it like it's man's. Hell yeah, there you go. Bill Loney, $10. Scott is a man of his word. Look at that. Oh, there you go. That's the proper reaction to eating a worm. Uh-oh. We're going to get Bob Levy to puke inadvertently. We'll show him this one. Look at this. This man's a trooper.
Was it alive?
Yeah, it was live.
We got another
Are you?
super chat, y'all. We got another
My
super
hearing went
chat.
out.
Your hearing went out. Yeah, I lost consciousness. I went catatonic. All right, Jake, what we got? Let's pull it up.
Kel's California 220 thoughts on the Braves so far this year.
Thank you, Kels. 220. What do you think, Bono? I see you shaking your head. You got an opinion on this one? The Braves?
I think aren't they struggling a little bit? Oh, let me. I couldn't even tell you.
I'm not sure, Andrew.
I know when they started off playing when it.
Max Fried has been out due to injury. Orlando Arcia is out. Who else?
I'm checking right now. Bear with me, my friend.
I actually have a question for the sports heads.
Okay, so they're at the top of the division. They're 14-5, so
Uh,
I think they're doing good. Let's see, their last 10, they're 8-2. So the Braves are on a roll.
All right, there you
Braves,
go.
Yeah, so watch out for the Braves. If they keep playing this way, they'll win the whole damn thing.
Did you have something for us, Stormy?
But the Brewers are doing the same thing.
All right.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, let's check the Brewers. Yeah, 14-5, same as the Braves, and also 7-3 in their last 10.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh's right on their tail, though. Also 7-3 in their last 10.
because of the worms.
13-7.
Little piece of worm.
Stormy's still disturbed by the worm thing. She's watching the reaction. Oh, is that worm poo? Is that worm duty?
Worm jizz or something?
Oh, man.
Oh, they're all female. By the way, they're all female worms.
Oh, yeah. So it's not to be gay, right? They're all female worms, right? Allegedly. Yeah, okay.
Just a guest.
I got a
is here asking
question.
a question.
Hey, Justin.
What does Justice say? I see that question. We can put Justice's last question up. Scott, where did you get the worms?
Great question.
These didn't come from the cemetery. They came from the Walmart shopping center.
There you go. Good old Walmart. They literally have everything. Yeah. Scott said he was going to. There you go. They're legit.
Right.
They're alive.
Well, I'm getting
Scott the other
everywhere.
day on another show said he was going to eat worms out of a graveyard. And I was pondering that. And I'm like, well, if you're going to eat worms out of a graveyard, I need to see some headstones then. And they were like, no, Bob, we didn't mean dead worms. We meant from a graveyard.
Yeah, you might as well just go to Wuhan Market and just start licking everything, you know. At that point.
Wuhan market ain't nothing to fuck with. Go ahead, Andrew.
That's the cure for COVID.
News.
More germs.
Brewers
Steady.
star outfielder Garrett Mitchell had an MRI today, revealed damage in his labrum that could require surgery and knock him out for the year.
Damn.
There it is, the Human Sports Ticker. Andrew Flora, always bringing you the fresh updates live during the show.
And what was
Thank
his
you,
name
Andrew.
again, Andrew? I'm gonna check him out.
Garrett Mitchell, he is ungodly fast, and he has type 1 diabetes.
I see Bill
Yeah, he's on
Loney
a
has a
roll.
question. Our friend Bill Loney is on a mission. Yes, that is Scott. I'll let you answer that, but that is what the original agreement was.
I have to do it. I'll do anything for the show, but I'm probably going to vomit. It's coming.
We're
gonna
counting on it. Yeah, we're counting on that shit.
I had to grab a basket.
Vomit
just in
smells.
case.
Whoa, got one trying to get away. He's eager. An eager beaver here.
Yeah, you got an aggressive one, huh? Well, we don't have the $10 yet, but he's got one on deck, folks. So if you want to see Scott eat one more worm, we'll take it for that next $20 one, or Andrew's offering an autographed SportsHeads shirt. So we appreciate everybody coming here regardless, but if you can help hook us up with some super chat love, we'd appreciate that too.
Get a shirt,
Yes.
people.
So, I got some stats for you.
Mm-mm.
In the early going of this year, the pitch clock and other things have cut down the games by a half hour.
Yes. Are you happy with that?
I'm a baseball naturalist. I hate it. I don't like it.
Have you noticed watching the shows? Because you watch a lot of baseball. Have you noticed watching on TV? Do they feel shorter when you watch them?
Yes.
They do? I haven't been to a game yet this year.
Especially being there. It's like, I'm afraid to go to get some damn food because
Hey,
I'll miss
yeah.
2 innings.
Especially a hot dog, right? Yeah, because the games are faster, and we talked about this last week, how they want to increase the time to sell beer because now they feel that their beer sales are being adversely affected by these fast games. And so there's this whole controversy, or should they extend beer sales later for games that are basically going shorter, Andrew? But I have to see how it feels when I go to a
In
game.
my opinion, that's dangerous. Hell
That's
no.
what I was just gonna say.
Hell
I'm curious
no.
to know.
And that's what the Phillies pitcher was. That's what the Phillies pitcher was
Yeah.
indicating. He's like, we stopped beer sales at the 7th inning for safety purposes, so people have a chance to sober up before the ride home.
This will be power drinking, now before a 7th. Like, I was thinking that too. Like, will it be maybe they're not drinking as much and it'll lead to less violence, or now are they power
it's
drinking
jumping.
and is it being more violent?
Oh shit, they got an aggressive one. Look at that.
We'll have to confer with security around the league to see what the consensus is of has it been positive or negative. So yeah, we can do that. Andrew and I, we can use our resources and call around and talk to the security for the teams. They'll talk to anybody.
You'll have to see how it goes. I mean, but they're not going to let too much stand in the way of money. I see we have a super chat from Tampa Catalytic Converters.
Hey!
Catalytic Converters. Tampa, I like the pick. Tampa Catalytic Converters. Great to see Shuley giving it back to the community after building his career on the Whack Pack. $5 in weird pounds or weird money. Thank you, Tampa Catalytic Converters. Bill Loney, $2. Let's talk New York Giants. Then he'll eat another worm. Okay.
Nice.
Did
All
Jake
right.
leave because of the worm?
Wait, what happened?
I don't
to Jake?
know.
I forgot about him.
I know he has. You had.
Okay.
Was it for the grossness, Jake? Well, we'll stop getting gross. If you feel comfortable, come back, bro. We're glad to have you, but we just having a little fun. But if that was too gross for you, you can wait till it calms down and come back to stage.
Was it the worms?
I grossed him out for real. Hell yeah.
Scott's proud of that. That's what he's like. That's what I've been going for this whole time, people. I'm trying to freak people out. Nobody's freaked out.
Either
It's
that
hard to
or
freak
you
out
want
people
somebody to puke.
in this
Come
podcast
back
community.
anytime, Jake. Anytime you want, buddy.
Yes, sir, brother.
Oh,
There he is. He's back.
Yeah, he's back.
I had a question about the thing we were talking about, and Studjo kept muting me.
Oh shit! What do we talk? Go ahead, hit your question now.
Are they going to have another team?
Oakland.
Yeah. Are they gonna have another team, or are they not gonna have any more sports? They're in Oakland.
I can't imagine they would get another team, Jake.
Yeah, not until the economy gets better in California.
Without at least. Yeah, but probably more than likely, probably won't be another team there.
And I'm gonna say this: it's like and I'm a little shook up right now because dealing with all this, sometimes you can't get when you do I like doing shows with like 3 people, like 4 people.
Yeah,
you like the show we're doing now. It's like you can't get a word in edgewise.
You're right. It's hard. I'm not trying to give everybody a turn, Jake. If you be patient, brother. I saw that you wanted to say something, so let's move along. Let's do some more stories and let's see where we can get to. All right, we'll get everybody in on it.
Okay,
amen.
It is difficult, Jake.
All right, let's get on to the Max Scherzer story. Andrew, go ahead and take that. Open up with the Max Scherzer story. Boom, there you go.
Scherzer.
Here comes hot take Andrew.
For something he did not do allegedly. So this is some bullshit.
All right, set the story up for people that don't know what Max Scherzer is in trouble for.
So he claims that he only used rosin on his glove. And
Sorry.
Rosin on sweat.
So Mets ace Max Scherzer was suspended 10 games by Major League Baseball because he was caught with an excessive amount of a sticky substance on his glove, according to a particular umpire. And it's my understanding that there's been three suspensions for this problem, and the same umpire has been involved in all 3 suspensions. So Stut Joe and I, we were speculating before the show that it could be personal because sometimes these batters and these umpires have like bad relationships based over like balls and strike calls and just things that occur during the game. So it could be a personal thing. But Andrew, you don't think that it was excessive what he had on his glove?
Absolutely not. I don't think it was even a foreign goddamn substance.
Foreign goddamn.
Threw him out just to be petty.
Mm-hmm. I know they said in the article that they checked him multiple times. They go through a whole timeline of the umpire going up and checking him. And because he decided not to appeal this suspension and accept it, his fine was reduced from $10,000 to $5,000. What do you think, Bone Loads, about this and the sticky substance mess?
Well, that's the thing, too. If they want to throw him out, I was on the same side as Andrew. When they first heard it, I was listening to it live, and I'm like, this is BS. It's just rosin and water. He's sweating. He's all, it's just but I don't think the league would have went on to suspend him 10 games after the fact if he wasn't doing something sneaky.
Yeah, probably not.
Kicking him out for under a misunderstanding, sure. But then to suspend him 10 games after, that's probably that's kind of they saw something that's
and you see guys that get in fights that don't get suspended that many games. What do you think, Jake? You got an opinion about guys cheating in baseball and using sticky stuff to make the ball spin funny?
Do we all remember the 1919 Black Sox?
Oh yeah, I had popcorn that day. It was a good game. Bro, I know what you're talking about.
Joe Jackson was on that team.
If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, there was a team that was paid to what's the word?
Take a loss, lose on purpose.
Lose on purpose. The World Series.
Lose.
Yep.
And
graceful.
What I think about I'm trying to find a good word to say this. I think in it, a lot of people are, it's like the steroid problem in the games. There's people are using steroids. Sorry.
You all right?
Sorry. When I'm trying to talk, I have a stuttering problem. I try not to when I talk fast and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm a little nervous.
Okay, man.
It's all good.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, good. Jake, I'm glad you're here with us tonight, bro. That's cool. So,
enjoy it.
So I don't know. This has been going on for years, where guys are always trying to be getting the edge and get a little extra spin off the ball. And I think some of the craftier pitchers do it. But I saw Stud Joe's comment when he talked about when he walked back into the dugout. I like that. Because watching Scherzer walk into the dugout and show his teammates his hands after getting ejected had me dying laughing. I didn't see that reaction, Stud Joe. What was he doing? Was he kind of like laughing at himself?
He was just pleading his case to his boys.
Yeah. Was he like trying to like, you guys believe me, right? Was it that kind of thing?
Look, it's just rosin and sweat.
Yeah, right. We all sweat, right? We all have this shit on us, right? Don't we? Yeah. So I mean,
could he have maybe smoked a little reefer before the game, and it was just marijuana?
I got the sticky icky, the stickiest of the ickiest. All right. Well, I mean, I'm sure he'll be all right, and the Mets will be okay after that. But we need to keep the show rolling. So let's go on to element number 3 there, please, if we can.
Hey, that sauce has murdered this worm.
The sauce murdered it. Oh man, I thought you were going to say it murdered your insides. All right. Well, so far so safe. Nobody's stepping up with $20. If somebody wants to see the
scientific experiment,
eat that one. $20. All right. I thought this was a pretty good one. This one's titled "Catching." It's in the job title. Go ahead, check us out, Andrew. Watch the catcher.
The bunt pops it up, and it is caught. What a catch by Caratini!
Oh my
He took that off the back of a Zokar.
Watch the show. It looks like it hit off the batter's ass.
Caratini, like a cat back there.
Look at that.
Jumps out of the crouch.
Off his back. How about that? You talk about barely getting out of the box. What do you think about that?
That was the Brewers too. I remember watching that game. And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, right. You figure the guy just made contact. How could he be out that fast? But that has to be one of the fastest recorded outs in baseball, right there.
On Jackie Robinson Day, number 42.
Yeah, they were all wearing 42 that day. So I thought that was a really cool play. You don't see a catcher respond and get out that quick very often. So we wanted to share that with you.
Like sit there thinking, "What the fuck?"
Go roll more time. Yeah, I bet you were. Boom, real quick. Like the pitcher didn't even have time to react. He got that so quick. I mean, look, he was literally like on the corner of the batter's box. I can't say I've never seen a guy get tagged out quite that fast in a baseball game. I've never witnessed that. That's really, I mean, look at that. His foot is on the corner of the box. So cool alert play on behalf of that catcher. I know Andrew's proud.
Yeah, you guys kicked our ass, Andrew. 3-1.
Right, so that's Brewers Padres, and Padres is Boneloads team.
And tonight, the Brewers are playing my other favorite team, the Red Sox.
Oh,
so,
shit.
I have a problem this weekend.
Well, I guess it's it's a good either way. One of your teams are gonna win.
All right, in our next element, we have Cody Bellinger robs Jason Hayward from the Dodgers of a shot. This is a hit to the center field and straight up robbery. Go ahead, Andrew.
I sent you this one up.
You sure did, because
what the fuck?
Yeah, explain more.
Yep, this is straight up from the producer. Andrew put this in the hopper.
Andrew?
Well, these two ball players swapped teams.
Yeah, Cody Bellinger and Jason Hayward, they switched teams, right?
In same positions, I believe, for one another.
So that just adds to the irony and the excitement of this play. If you can go ahead and roll that and watch this amazing catch in center field.
He lifts a fly ball to center field that sends back. He lifts a fly ball to center field that sends Bellinger back onto the track at the wall.
Boom, robbery.
A robbery from Cody Bellinger. Taking a home
almost
run
got
away
two.
from the guy that he's
Yeah, he did almost get two. Because you're not going to think that anybody's even going to catch that ball to chase you back to first base. Amazing how quick it got out there, was caught and brought back in. That's a real good point. Look, he's like, what are you booing me for? His old fans are booing him because, like Andrew said, these guys are on their former teams. And look at this catch.
Bobby.
Top of your Ken Griffey.
Yes, sir.
Story.
We got two super chats. Bill Looney, $10, and Stormy, $19.99, $20.
All right, well, let's finish up the clip and let's read them right after that. How about that? We'll do that, brother. Thank you. Look at this. He's showing in slow motion this great robbery. This is great slowing down stuff, Joe. I like what you're doing. Look at this. Like the glove just goes over the wall, barely. I see it's doing the buffering thing on you, but look at that. I mean, that's just straight robbery. Center field, you don't think anybody is catching that ball, or they're certainly not going to make a play. That should have been at least good for a double or a home run. You don't expect it to be caught and get chased back to first. So that great play. You like that one, huh, Andrew?
Yep.
Cool.
Hang on.
All right, we're going to do a little NBA segment right now with our boys Andrew and Bone Loads. We have a story about Andrew sent me about the Bucks Giannis Antetokounmpo. God bless you. Andrew, tell us what happened during the game and then what happened since.
Mute me for a second.
Mute me on the bounty right when I need you to say something? All right, I'll let Bone Loads start this since you need a minute. Bone Loads, did you see any of this?
He just needs to say a curse word, I think. Something that's not
Or
appropriate
is he peeing?
for his feeling regarding Giannis's injury, I'm thinking.
I thought maybe he's getting they're taking care of him right now.
I put my PlayStation source and it's playing music.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what you're talking about. My bad. I was like, I thought you were so pissed about the injury. You were like, mute me.
No.
And I'm about to go off right now, dude.
Nah,
Come on.
we can't have Andrew muting himself. That's the show. We need to hear it, right?
I know.
Why is Andrew sitting so far back?
Yeah, I'll let you lead off with this because that's your
What,
guy.
Jake?
Do you want it?
Let's do what Jake. Let's do what Jake said while Andrew's getting ready. Let's get to these super chats that Jake's noticing.
Okay,
if we can.
We
Start
got-
Joe,
We got
please.
two $10. We got a $10 one and a $19.99. So he's got to eat 3 worms.
Well, go ahead and read that one. Go ahead, read.
Eat up, no sauce.
Bill Loney, $10. Thank you, bro. And we got a big one here. Look at that, Stormy. Whoa, wait a minute. That goes against the spirit of the game. You can't pay him money to challenge him and then say don't do it.
Dang it.
I don't know what to do.
The money is the trigger. The message is meaningless. We'll do it for $10 or $20 with a zero message. So
Aw.
You got to eat 3 of them.
Do I eat them?
No.
Now originally we said I meant it to mean $10 would get you the first one, and then the person would donate 20. But that's fair to do $10 increments. And Stormy gave 20 anyway. So Scott, one way or another, you eat another worm, bro. So let's get on the worm train. Let's get on the worm hype train. Come on, let's get on it, everybody. Come on. Time to get Scott on the worm hype train.
No.
No sauce?
No sauce, he said. Oh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Oh, baby, I like it raw.
Do you have any alcohol to chase away?
Or to chase your blues away? Oh, there we go. Ride the hype train. Ride the word hype train. Hey, come on, words. Get on the hype train. Fish, get on the hook. Get on the hype train. Come on, everybody, on the hype train. Thank you, Scott. Scott, the trooper. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Eat it. Oh, look at that. Oh, time to down it. Down it without peeking. Down it.
Get it, Scotty. You got it. You got it.
He's doing a Bob Levy impression in the morning BS show. That's a Bob Levy impression. Thank you, Bill and Stormy and Scott. Oh, look at that. What a trooper. That thing wouldn't even got that close to my mouth or chewed in any way or fashion, bro. So you were a hell of a trooper.
Bobby.
Counts on me. Go, Jake.
By the way, I got something to show you. I had this.
You're not going to pull your zipper down, are you?
Sauce helps.
Oh, pizza. That's what you have for dinner, huh?
I had it's the half and half breadsticks and
half breadsticks, half pizza. You gotta love it.
The side of worms.
I see it's Chris Abels saying Jake Hudson in the house. What's up, Chris Abels? Check out Chris Abels at 9:00 p.m. East on Replayables on YouTube. What's up, Chris?
Producer man.
Continue.
Are we gonna get a copyright strike for a copyright claim that I put a box?
Nah, Shuey's got all the best lawyers on it, bro. It's okay, no problem. We can do anything we want here. All right.
No one cares.
All right. I don't know if Andrew's ready.
He's regretting decisions.
I don't even know if Scott's done throwing up over there yet.
Oh, damn.
I'll do like a shot if someone wants to like tip $5. I won't get like do anything too crazy.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna.
Oh no,
he's
Scotty.
regretting doing this now.
Ew,
Scotty
God.
the hottie.
No, don't keep going. God.
You have any water or anything? Like some juice? Beer?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Scott is a trooper. Scott, he's like,
Thank you, Scott.
Scott, I might need a minute. Scott might need a minute.
That was awesome, dude.
Oh shit.
That's our prop guy, man. That's our guy, dude. Like, he brings it.
Scott is a trooper. He loves a challenge. He's like,
Freaking episode.
he's like, BF, if you want me to eat a worm or do anything, sure, I'll do anything, bro. And I'm like, well,
Yeah, dude.
seem like you want to do it, bro. So if you want to do it, go crazy. There you go.
He's gonna murder a kid that knocks at his door next week.
Our friend Loading says no more worms, please. Our friend Loading says. Chris Abel says glasses off. Oh shit! All right, we appreciate our super chatters so far. Scott's got plenty of worms left, and Andrew still has that T-shirt offer up there, y'all. So we appreciate you considering some super chats while we move on to our next story.
T-shirt. Get a T-shirt.
Get a T-shirt. T-shirt.
Yeah, for real, dude. That's what that. Yeah.
All right, so Bone Loads, you want to start this, and maybe Andrew can join us, or we'll talk about Giannis hurting his back during this game, and you can roll the video. You can see how Giannis hurt his back during the game. If you can roll that, please, Stutcho. That was him just hitting the floor flat. I think they show it again from a couple angles. Here you go. Watch this. Goes up for the shot and just boom, like just flat back on the floor.
Yeah, if you got a bad back, you can't do anything. You know, if you're hurting like that, it doesn't matter what sport.
Look, I'd be pissed if that dude was around me when I'm still in pain with that sweep. I'd be like, get down a little bit with that stupid thing. Where was you 5 seconds ago when I fell on my ass?
Great question. Yeah, good point. Like, yeah.
I think like
right now, you know,
wanted to choke the dude. Like,
damn, Andrew wants to choke a bit.
We can't. His back hurts. So you can't even get up. Like, otherwise, I'm sure he would. Like, what are you doing?
So I understand that injury caused to be a question of whether he was going to play in the next game, and he didn't play in the next game. But if we go to the next element, please, you'll see that it talks about the Bucks playing without him. And how did they do, Andrew?
That's the theme of the NBA playoffs.
Yeah, they kicked ass. So let me see if I can click on mine.
Yep.
The headline says, look at the wrong one. Let me see. Here it is. It says Bucks dominant in game 2 display without Giannis proves their depth and championship caliber. And I understand they won that game 138-122 without him, Andrew.
correct.
It wasn't. It was one of those where it's less close than the score indicated. Like they were up like 30 at one point, and Miami made a nice run in the fourth.
It wasn't even close.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what Bone Loads is saying. So I'm glad you guys concur on that. You guys are more the basketball sports heads than me, so I rely on you for the basketball hits that we do.
That has been the theme of the NBA playoffs. A guy goes down, you think you have it. Like Giannis went down game 2. Miami was up 1-0. They're like, okay, cool. We're going to win game 2, and we're going to go back to Miami up 2-0. No, the team stepped up, won, just like Memphis did with the Lakers. Lakers were up 1-0 on the road. Ja Morant was out game 2 with the injury, and the Lakers thought they were just gonna, take that game, walk all over them, and no, came up, they stepped up and they won. And then last night, the Clippers, with Paul George and Kawhi out, almost won the damn game.
We'll get to that video next. But Jake, are you a basketball guy, dude? You like basketball?
I watched a little bit of basketball, but I'm more.
Oh, Kathy, don't.
Not so much now.
Yeah,
I only really get into it like at the playoffs, Jake. I'm not the biggest basketball fan, and that's why I rely on Bone Loads and I rely on Andrew for basketball stuff.
Bobby, your sister's donating.
No.
I see. Look, Jake not only knows people, he knows the relations. That's right. That's my sister, Kathy Linder. $10. Love the show and all of you. Thank you. I know she gotten her deep into the podcast game. She's on MLC watching Brennan and all that shit. She loves it. So, Scott, I think that was kind of a request, wasn't it, Kathy? I don't know.
Money equals worms, Kathy.
Money equals worms.
I can use sauce with this one.
Yep, there was no conditions on this one. Just $10.
The sauce definitely helps. This is good shit.
All right.
But yeah, that's what I love about the NBA. These guys, among other things, I love the NBA, but yeah, these guys, this whole postseason, dudes have just been stepping up for other guys.
The playoff time I love, and I see our friend Brian Clauder is in the chat, and Brian Clauder is a big hockey guy I know. We exchange some hockey stories every now and then, and Brian says the Rangers, he's a big fan of them. They have a 2-0 lead in the first round of the playoffs. I'm not feeling the NHL playoffs this year, Brian, because for the first year in many years, my Washington Capitals aren't even nowhere near the playoffs. Go ahead, Andrew.
Hey, shall I eat while you guys do
The
this?
Boston Bruins are my team.
The Boston Bruins are your hockey team. Are you busy getting ready, bro? Are you going to come back in the shot later?
Yep.
Hey,
Yes, Jake.
number one, Bobby had. I'm not doxing anybody. Bobby has in the past on here and also on Coffee and Pods has said that Kathy was his sister.
That's right. I'm glad. I'm proud that you pay attention, bro. That shows me that you watch and you care, bro. I love it. I'm glad you knew that shit.
Yeah, that's common knowledge.
Okay.
And someone in the chat, how weird KM is like saying that I was doxing again. I was
you're fine, dude.
And I wasn't doxing anyone. I was just saying.
Kathy.
All right, let's get. We're getting on the worm hype train, Jake. Hang on a second. We gotta get on the worm hype train, Billy. Come on, get on the worm hype train. Come on, dance. Got it in sauce this time. I can't believe you actually won the sauce. Does it help lubricate it? It's in that blue cheese. Oh, ass looking hot sauce. You better get in there for it. Look, he got a lively one. He's got one on the hook. Here it goes. Oh. This is someone. It's still moving. Oh, he's doing it.
You should have some blue cheese.
Don't chew it. Don't chew it.
Don't chew it. Don't chew it. Don't do it. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Kathy. $10. What my man will do for a super chat. I wonder if they could show Bob Levy this video. If this would be enough for him to go off. Just seeing somebody eat a worm and choke on it.
My bad.
All right. Well,
having too much beer, but
hey, Jake, you said you're going to eat a worm next, right, brother?
I don't have any worms.
We gotta get some next week. Yeah.
Hey, by the way, I did the Toe of Satan challenge. Beat that.
What's that?
It's the hottest. It's like a sucker, but it's like the hottest candy ever. Can someone pull up like a photo of it, producer man?
Boom.
It's just a hot sucker. Is that what he said?
Hottest candy.
Fuck that.
This guy's eating worms talking about fuck that.
Yeah.
A hot sucker. Check it and see. All right.
Because thing is, I failed in the first 5 seconds of that challenge.
Oh, no way.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah, the Toe of Satan lollipop.
So looks like penis, little penis shaped. I don't know.
So
I was thinking it looks like something else.
It's hot.
Looked phallic, didn't it? Little phallic. All right. Hey. So bone loads. Continuing with our NBA story, bone loads. Talk about the LA Clippers tweet you sent me while we go on to our next element.
Yes, sir. So this freaking play was so awesome. The guy drives in, dumps it off to the guy down low, and the guy down low is in kind of a bad position. He's behind the rim, so he can't just jump up and put it in. So he's seen his guy behind him. They're all playing together. They see each other. He's seen the guy behind him, threw it behind his back, just like this, and the guy was open for a wide open 3-pointer, banged it. It was beautiful.
That was a great explanation. I watched this, and it's a real cool sequence, and maybe we can show it twice so everybody can really get it because the ball moves around a lot. But, yeah, ultimately, it goes under the rim, and it goes out to the perimeter and ends up being a 3-point shot. So go ahead and roll that, please, Joe, if you can. You'll see some of the ball movement here. See, he's out in the perimeter, driving the lane.
Gives it to his guy. Two deep.
They'll show you a close up where the guy underneath kind of does like a no look over his shoulder, like behind his back. Here we go. Watch this.
Look right here.
He gets it. Look at this. No look. Boom. Out to the perimeter and 3. Look at that.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Now, were you just watching that game the other night, Bone Loads?
Yeah, that was last night. Kawhi was out. Paul George's already been out. And these guys fought their ass off against Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Chris Paul.
So now, who do
Yes,
you
sir.
think? Who do you think is going to the finals?
It's too early. I'm a homer, so I'm going to say my Clippers as long as Kawhi comes back. They're saying he's probably not going to play tomorrow. The game's at 12:30 Pacific time, so 3:30 Eastern. So they're saying he's probably not going to play tomorrow. So I'm going to go with the Clippers just because I'm a homer, and then the East, I'm going to go with the Bucks. Just
I was going to say it's going to be your guys' teams again. Clippers,
team.
Bucks. It could be right.
Yeah, and I will be at the game tomorrow. 10 of us put in on a press box, a luxury box. So I will actually be in a box tomorrow watching the game. And I will
living that box life. Very good.
Yeah, I'm going to take videos and pictures and everything, and we will discuss it next week on the show.
That's great, man. That's great. We'll look forward to seeing all that stuff.
Thank you, thank you.
Box loads.
Press box loads, yes.
There we go.
Exactly, said Joe.
What are the chances, everybody?
I'm excited. Yeah, and it starts at 12:30. So
that would be an interesting question. Look what Brian Clauder said right above your question, Stud Joe. What are the chances of everybody on the Shuley Network doing a charity softball event? Wow, that would be a sight to see.
Yeah.
We'll do it in Omaha too, where the Lily
What
World
about
Series.
the people? I got a question. What about the people on the Shuley Network that has bad knees or bad legs?
No, they could be a ball boy or a bat boy. We'll find something for him to do.
Yeah, Andrew can hit. He's played baseball, I think, before.
No, talking about me.
I thought he was asking for them to be the charity.
No. I have a bad knee, so I was just asking about it for myself.
Okay.
If I had to play,
you can hit.
You can be the manager. How about that? We'll make you manager of one of the teams.
Designated hitter, Yeah, you hit, and then
Joel Embiid is going to miss Game 4.
No.
You can be a pitcher or a catcher, Jake.
Yeah.
And we're talking about baseball, not sex. Okay. All right, hey Andrew, let's keep the ball rolling. You sent me a story about your boy DeMar Hamlin. If you can go ahead and put that next tweet up, please, and Andrew can talk about why he sent me this tweet.
News. Andrew has breaking news. Sorry.
Do you have breaking news, Andrew?
Joel Embiid.
I heard you say it. Go ahead, hit it again, one more time, for those who didn't hear it.
Sorry.
Embiid is going to miss Game 4.
Joel Embiid.
Due to suspension.
Wow, they're suspending dudes during the playoffs, huh? They ain't playing around.
Yeah.
He kicked the guy in the nuts.
That was for the stomp during the game the other night, right?
Hey,
different play.
Go, Jake. Go, brother.
Hey, do we have any moderators that can take care of someone in the chat? Anthony,
Just don't read the chat. Just don't read the chat. That's my job.
That's right. That's her job.
Yeah.
All right, let's get on to.
I never see chat.
Yeah. All right, we can go on to the.
I've never did that. Anthony, get it right. I've never did anything. Stop.
You know, people just show up to mess with you, Jake.
Yeah,
all right.
Stop reading it.
All right. Our next story. In our next story, we're going to talk about some of the turf in the NFL. The NFL Players Association recently, the president calls for immediate replacement of all artificial turf fields in the NFL. What do you think, Andrew?
Lamar. Let's talk about Lamar.
No, we're not doing that story yet. We're doing the field story right now. We're going to talk about Lamar in a minute. I got an order to these things, brother. 3 users.
I agree. We are getting too many turf hands-free injuries.
Mm-hmm.
This needs to be changed. This needs to be addressed. I agree.
Yeah, it does. There's many. You're right, Andrew. There are many non-contact injuries where guys are just pivoting and turning on some of this turf, and they're like ripping ligaments and getting severe injuries. So the NFL Players Association has released an official statement that they want all grass fields. It says grass will eventually give, which often releases the cleat prior to reaching an injurious load. Treader, he's the president of the Players Association. He wrote, on synthetic surfaces, there is less give, meaning our feet, ankles, and knees absorb the force, which makes injury more likely to follow. What do you think about that theory, Andrew?
I agree.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think all fields should have fake. They should do away with grass completely.
With the fake grass, they want to go to all artificial turf, because that's been my contention all along, is that anybody that played sports as a kid outside, you know that you've slipped your foot in the mud, you've hooked a cleat, and you've seen the divot that comes out. Well, the thing about the artificial turf, like they said, is that it doesn't divot, so the joints take all of that force. So I think it's probably a good move to go to natural and get rid of all that artificial too. How about you, Bone Loads?
Oh yeah, totally agree. When I saw that, I was all on board. Whatever is beneficial health-wise to the players, we all have to get on board, and that's that.
And one of the stadiums that recently became problematic when it was built was MetLife Stadium, where the New York Giants and the Jets, they shared in New Jersey. They shared, and there's been an excessive amount of injuries on that turf, and they are one of the team listed of the 7 cities that currently have that turf. It's called slit film turf. MetLife Stadium, Ford Field in Detroit, Michigan, U.S. Bank in Minneapolis, Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, Lucas Oil Field in Indianapolis, and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati still have the artificial turf. So I think we're probably going to see all of the stadiums eventually end up with natural grass. What do you think, Jake? What say you?
Number one, when I was younger, I've had a few run-ins with like broken ankles because of the grass.
Okay.
But I think it's a good idea, because what if?
Right. What if they hook their ankle in a bad way and it doesn't give right? And also, yeah. So I think that'll be. What about you? I said bonus. What about Scott? What do you think, brother?
Is there an air conditioner in that air conditioner hole there, Jake?
Scott has his own questions.
Right there.
Yeah. Is it empty?
No. We during the winter, and we haven't put in the air conditioner back. We're not going to do it this year. We keep an air conditioner, but by the way, thank you for noticing that, Scott.
Right on.
This is the same. By the way, I moved to my desk because I had to get to the charger, because I'm and sorry. I'm a little bit tired because
Hey, we should play some hype train music and you can dance again.
There's a mushroom.
Well, we might get a chance to play some more hype train music, because our friend Bill Loney, I see he has a $2 super chat with a question.
Bill Loney.
What are the worm rules? I'm confused. Where Bill, we were going to try to amp it up and maybe get the first person to give 10, and maybe $20 would be the next one, and maybe 30 would be the next one. But you guys are so generous in giving 10 at a time, and he's such a game. What do you think, Scott? What's the rules? You go $10 a worm or what? What are we doing?
Yeah, $10 a worm. That's what we.
There you go, $10 a worm. There you go, Bill.
Yeah.
Every time somebody puts $10 up, our man's going to put it up for you. Stephen Bull, $5.
And a 2 and a 5 and a 3, like that just has to be 10 on its own. It doesn't have to equal 10.
10 on its own. I want 10 on its own.
10 on its
Going for
own.
big bucks.
Yeah.
Let's see, $5 if Scott rubs a worm into his hair. Although he only gave $1.99 when he said it. Stephen Bull.
Well,
I think he'd probably rather do that.
My hair.
Do we have out of the coffin?
It can't be $4.99. It has to be an actual 5 or above.
Bobby.
We'll accept we'll accept $9.99. Go ahead. What's up, Jake?
All right. What is your guys' calling for all the people on the dais, including the producers? What are you guys' top 3 favorite of all time, top 3 teams in the NFL?
Let's see. I'm from Baltimore. I guess I'll be a homer. I like the Colts and the Ravens, and who would be my third team?
Mine
I don't know.
is. I'll tell you mine if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Yeah, of course.
Mine. I gotta go with Cowboys, the Saints, and the team that I have right there, the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay. Yeah, they're a good team. Hey, Bill Loney, $2 once again. Thank you, Bill Loney. How much to pillow wrestle and eat worms?
I'm gonna ignore that.
Well,
next.
Andrew, look, I think Andrew's offering. He said, "Well,
I'm not gonna do that." And why doesn't everybody brings up the damn pillow wrestling stuff that I did back in 2017?
What is pillow wrestling? I don't understand.
It's not that
What's
big
that?
of a deal. It's
Me
not.
doing that earlier.
you throw them around and your body slam them and you do all that kind of stuff."
Yeah.
You used to do it as kids back in the day.
By the way, something I did in 2017. How many years is
if
that?
you can see,
6.
let me move my screen. So
I guess.
As long as you're not doing naked and humping the pillow, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
I know 2
So
of
it's
them.
doing that to a pillow and not people.
so you can see my photos.
What do you got, Andrew? What do you want, brother?
Patriots, Packers, and as of now, the Las Vegas Raiders because of Josh McDaniels.
Yeah, and we're gonna have a related story to Josh McDaniel being the coach out there. There's been a coach that had to replace him because he left the Patriots. Let's see. Y'all good, Jake? We're all good, brother. All right, let's if we can move on to our next story, please. Our next Anthony Torito, $5. Jake, where is your bed sheet? Question mark.
Nice.
And why are they wrapped around a kid? Anthony Torito, $5. Thank you, to Anthony.
He's just messing with you,
That's
Jake.
the reason why I wrote that in the private chat. That's the reason why I wrote that in the private chat.
That's
He's
all right.
just
We know
kidding
he's just
around.
funning with you.
Yeah.
We know you let that kid out yesterday. It's all good.
Yeah. No one's died.
It's just comedy.
Don't worry about it, dude.
Go, Andrew.
Question for y'all: How do you think the Vegas Raiders will do with Jimmy as their QB?
Terrible.
Good
Quarterback.
question.
QB is quarterback.
Yes, sir. You got it, Jake.
Yeah,
Yes.
might be a downgrade from Carr.
Did you see what
Yeah,
Brian Sauter said, Jake?
All right, let me read
You
chat.
You think it's a down?
He don't see anything positive. He only sees the negative.
I know.
You're an awesome person. There you go, Jake. See, that's what's up.
$1,000 donation. You couldn't see it because it was so much.
Maybe
Jake
Brian
is a
will go
good
on
dude.
podcast.
The kid has I'll go back to that. Kid has a lot of heart. Glad he has a platform now. Thank you, John. That was nice of you. See, there's love out there in the chat, Jake. Just gotta read around the hate, bro. Read around the hate.
Wait a minute. Wait, what the? Wait.
No, you wait.
Wait, you're at, did you, your green screen, you changed your green screen of
He's noticing the background. Does that look familiar to you, Jake? Does that look like your room in the daytime, perhaps, bro? Very good. Ancient Chinese secret, Jake.
That's
Okay,
good.
all right.
That's good.
I'm glad you noticed, brother. We just having fun. We just funning.
His room looks better now, Jake.
Well, I figured I saw Jake earlier. He asked me if he could have the SportsHead logo, and all of a sudden he's doing like a live on YouTube. So I figure, turnabout is fair play there, Jake.
I was testing the green screen.
I'm testing too, man. How's it look? Did it work pretty good? Get out of here!
Plug,
Get away
man.
from my window! What the fuck are you doing? No. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's go on this next story we have here in our next element.
So, let's
Andrew.
go all around the table. What do you think the record will be?
Whose record, bro?
Las Vegas.
Oh, we're going with them still. Las Vegas with a new with Jimmy Garoppolo. Let's see. They still have Devontae Adams out there.
Aw,
They might do pretty good.
dang it.
See, Jake, you some bitch. You want to play some green screen games with me, you son of a bitch? You ain't playing. Let me tell you something, boy. You ain't playing green screen games with me, you son of a bitch. There you go. See, it's all fun. Nobody gets hurt.
Another worm.
Bill Loney is loving the worms. $10, Bill Loney. He says, "Eat, goddammit, eat."
Oh,
Sauce.
gosh.
That's right. We're on the worm hype train. That's right. Come on, bloodworms, get on the hype train. Everybody on the hype train.
Your arm's disappearing, Jake.
Yeah, Jake's got it hooked up. There he is. Jake's on the hype train. Hey, Jake's on the hype train. Scott's on the hype train. Scott's on the worming hype train. Everybody's on the hype train. Bob's on the hype train. Hey, we're on the hype train.
I was the one that
Hype train. Corn's on the hype train. Get it, Corn. Come on, he's on the hype train.
Actually, I actually got this from El Replay sent this to me.
El Replay, shout out. Bill Loney. He just said, "Woo!" Oh, look, he's getting in the zone now. Like it ain't even phasing him. Look, he's like feeling it. He's like, "What y'all got, people? What y'all got?" That's a troop. That's a trooper right there. There you go, Bill Loney. We appreciate you.
Oh, gosh.
Uh-oh. Daytwa's in the house. Daytwa, as Bob Lee says.
It doesn't bother me.
Daytwa. Got me again, Jake. $1.99.
By the way, we got someone else here. Got this.
Oh, Angry Birds. Angry Jakes. All right, and our next element, Andrew. Matt Patricia, he's got a job as an assistant with the Eagles. Talk about Matt Patricia and where he came from.
There's a birdhouse.
The Patriots.
Yes, the Patriots. Matt Patricia was a longtime defensive coordinator for Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots. Because he did so good, he ended up with a head coaching job in Detroit. That no one really does good with the Lions, so he's gone back to being he actually went back. He had to be an offensive coordinator suddenly when Josh Daniels left. Josh Daniels left to go to Vegas to be the head coach. Andrew.
Oh.
Good hire.
What did you think about him, a defensive coordinator? He had to step in and be an offensive coordinator last year. What did you think about that?
Horrible.
Yeah, they didn't have a great year at it, did they?
It was a joke. It was a complete joke. It was awful.
So
Okay.
Patricia was an offensive coordinator last year?
Yeah, when Josh McDaniel left suddenly to be the coach of the Raiders, Bill Belichick thought, I guess he must have thought he knew so much of the defensive side of the ball that it would translate somehow to being an offensive coordinator. And I think out of desperation and him being a good coach, they tried this. And like Andrew said, it didn't have great results. And so now Matt Patricia is back being a defensive assistant with the Eagles, with the Philadelphia Eagles. Are you still throwing up over there?
Oh,
when he's calling
after
plays as an
effect.
offensive guy, he's probably still thinking defense. So it's just,
I think it's probably a better fit. Yeah, I think he probably was coaching so long, and Belichick needed him to do it out of desperation. He tried it, but it turned out to be an experiment that didn't really go that well. So Matt Patricia is now back to being a defensive coordinator. He used to be with the Patriots. Now he's with the Eagles. So
You should get a barf bag.
you should get a barf bag.
Hey, Bobby, Mr. Frank.
Yeah, Jake. Yo.
I don't understand the terms that what is a defensive assistant?
Thank you, Jake. I'm glad you said this, bro, because sometimes we go fast and we're very matter of fact and we think that everybody knows everything. So I'm glad you slowed me down a little bit. A defensive assistant or a coordinator, somebody that he'll help on the defensive side of the ball. Scott is reeling. My boy is reeling. Look at this.
Are you okay?
Gifted
He's
memberships
like, no.
count or no?
What's that, Stormy?
Gifted memberships, do they count?
Gifted memberships, that's $10. I don't know. We're getting into technicalities here. Super chat is for the Worms family. Brian Clutter, thank you, Brian.
Actually, gifted memberships are in the tier only tier ones, so they don't. They're like for I forget what tier ones are. The guys are gonna have to help me with the math on that.
Yeah, I got you though. It's like it's a certain percentage. Yeah.
Yeah. My lost interest $199.
Lost. Hey,
Beat me to
buddy.
it.
Scott, are you okay? Is there a doctor in the chat?
I like how it says "Are okay?" Is there a doctor in the chat? My lost interest $1.99. Thank you, brother.
Yeah. I'm sorry that I'm asking questions.
That's quite all right.
As somebody that is a rookie,
You're all good.
Sports heads. I don't know a lot of stuff about.
That's fine.
What's she talking about?
I don't want to know where that's coming from.
Who won? Watching the NBA playoffs.
It's a strange show, man.
Yeah.
That's why we're here, because we fit in perfect on the Shuli Network, episode 11 on the Sports Heads. We're not just sports; we like to have fun too, yo.
I'll be microdosing next week.
After the show, what are you talking about?
Stud
Joe, look at that. This is by far our best show yet. Thank you, Stud Joe. Stud Joe would know.
What does microdose mean?
It means take a very little bit. Little bit.
Of like psychedelics, surprise some shrooms.
Is it more different than the defensive coordinator?
So you have an overall defensive coordinator,
Yes.
and he oversees all the defensive aspects of the game. But you might have like an assistant that does defensive linemen, or an assistant that only specializes on quarterbacks, or a defensive assistant that only specializes on linebackers, Jake. So I'm glad you slowed me down and had me clarify that question. So he's a defensive assistant, and he will be helping coordinate the defense.
Yeah. And I'm gonna just say that when we're talking about like sports and stuff, I'm still new to this stuff. I've watched, but I love what I watched the Super Bowl. I'm also a big. If you guys are into NASCAR, I'm a big.
Hell
I love
yeah.
NASCAR. I love
NASCAR.
My kind of race.
Yeah. I'm not just a wrestling fan. I'm not just a wrestling fan. I watch a lot of stuff. MMA, boxing, racing.
Yeah, we like
That's
it all
cool,
too.
bro. Well, I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad that you weren't afraid to ask a question, Jake, because a lot of times people are too afraid to stop the conversation and go, hold up, I don't understand something. So I really appreciate that you slowed me down and you had me clear that up for you, bro. Anytime you want to do that, that's cool. All right, let's go on to our next story about Lamar Jackson. This is what Andrew has been waiting to talk about, bro. We're finally here. So during the week this week, Jalen Hurts, the quarterback for the recent Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles, signed a 5-year contract extension, and this comes into play.
$255 million.
See, Andrew always knows the money, doesn't he, Scott?
Change.
$51 million a year.
Damn.
Andrew's always down with the numbers. Yeah, so I'm going to pull that up real quick myself because, well, let me see. That article has some interesting numbers in it about the contract that Jalen Hurts accepted and Lamar rejected. And I'll go to some of the points here. It says for both players, let's see, both players, the base offer consisted of a 5-year extension. In raw dollars, Jackson was offered $50 million per year. Hurts accepted 51 this year. This is a year later. So if Lamar would have accepted that last year, it probably would have been in tune to what was going on then, or in excess of it. So that's one number. Then it says at execution, the total injury guarantee, this is guaranteed money if he gets hurt, for Jackson would have been $175 million if he would have signed the contract that has been on the table for him. Jalen Hurts' deal he just signed was for $180 million in guaranteed money. And then it goes on to say that the full guarantee at signing would have been $133 for Jackson, and for Hurts it was $110. So here Jackson turned down approximately $23 million more in guaranteed in signing bonus money and an additional money, and other people are being signed in the meantime. So Andrew, what do you think about Lamar not signing and Jalen getting re-signed?
Stupid.
Damn.
Lamar, you should be flag. Lamar, you should flag yourself.
Check yourself or you wreck yourself, fool.
Yeah. It's like a Latrell Sprewell. My kid's got to
Bobby?
eat. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, what you got, Jake?
We got Frankie in the green room. Frankie's in the green room.
Well, how the hell
Hell
you
yeah,
seeing it
let's
and
go,
I'm not?
let's
What
go.
the hell?
Stud Joe
baby.
just put in the private chat. Stud Joe, I'm
Oh.
reading what Stud Joe wrote in the
Thank you, because
Jake.
I'm terrible at reading the private chat.
No,
Well, that's
thank you, Jake.
awesome. Well, I'm glad our friend here is here. So if you don't mind taking that down, and let's bring our boy in from Sydney, Nova Scotia. Let's say hello to Frankie McDonald.
Did you hear about that zero talking Frank about what's left to go?
Yes, 0. And now you're pre-ordering the Frankie McDonald cowboy hat.
Hey, Frankie.
Available in May, it will be.
The Cowboy Frank Delbao is going to be released in May.
That's awesome. Where are you at now,
Get one.
Frankie? Are you at Dooley's right now? Looks like Dooley's.
I'm having a great day. My birthday's coming up on Monday, April 24th. I'll be 39 years old.
39 years old, Frankie McDonald. All right, bro. On the 24th. But we'll wish you an early happy birthday. Look at that.
Should we sing for Frankie? Happy birthday.
I don't know. Our happy birthdays are a little rough on here, Bones. We can try it, though.
Happy birthday for Frankie.
Frank.
Let's sing happy birthday. You guys ready?
Yep, you started.
1, 2, 3.
Happy
birthday
to you. Happy birthday, dear Frankie. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, that's right. That was possibly the worst edition, worst mix of happy birthday ever. But there you go, Frankie.
Bobby,
What's up, Jake?
I have a question for Frankie. When is the comment? I'm
Great so far.
Remember you brought up a comment on there was like a comment
April
that's
8th,
coming
2024.
And I'm having a great day.
I'm former friends with Jason Marshall. You know who Jason is, right?
Yeah, Frankie, do you do Jason Marshall's podcast? I think Frankie does that, doesn't he?
April
He's just here to
8th,
look good, I guess.
2024.
Yeah, I mean, and did you hear about this?
Yeah.
I'm going to have a great birthday.
You're going to have a great birthday? Do you want anything special for your birthday, Frankie? What do you want for your birthday? You want to do the dance? Oh, I wish we had the dance song. We don't have your song on this show, Frankie, but we're going to get it for you. We can get on the hype train. How about we get on the hype train a little bit there, Stud Joe? Maybe we can get on the hype train and do a little dance. How about that? Frankie likes to. There we go. Just a guest says, happy birthday. Tiff says, happy birthday, Frankie. Look, you're getting the love. Redbird, happy birthday.
Ew, that worm.
Happy birthday, worm. What is happening? I say that every week, Tiff. I don't know. We're just having fun. My Los Angeles, $1.99. Birthday songs always funny and terrible. Ha ha ha. Thank you, My Los Angeles. It's a trifecta. That's right. We're having too much fun here. Jake's like, all eyes on me. It's right. All eyes on me.
Andrew,
No doubt.
Andrew, dance.
Frankie's on the hype train. Frankie Bobblehead on the train. On the hype train. Go to nationalbobbleheadhallofame.com and pre-order your. You're always doing bass guy.
Yes.
Are you doing Chrissy Mayer on Sunday? Will you be on Chrissy Mayer's show? When are you going to be on there next? Uh-oh. Frankie's looking for his turn in karaoke.
Hey,
Are you going to sing karaoke to Frankie? Are you waiting for your turn?
Are you gonna sing?
I'm having a great night so far.
Hell yeah.
What are you
We
drinking?
love you, Frankie.
Go, Stormy. You talk to him.
Yay.
What are you drinking, Frankie?
Jack and he's drinking Jack and Pepsi, right? Detroit, $1.99. Happy birthday song. The song. Detroit, $1.99. Thank you.
Hey,
All right, Frankie.
This looks fun. Yeah, it looks like you're in a cool spot.
Bobby.
Yes, sir.
Chrissy, last time I heard, Chrissy's over in Vegas with a canoe and Leah Hart.
She's in a canoe?
There's Frankie.
That's Gino's girlfriend's name.
Gino's girlfriend.
Yeah, canoe.
Oh, I thought she was in a canoe on her way to Vegas.
Well, I think people call it Keanu. I don't know.
I hear.
You want to roll out, Frankie? Frankie, thanks for stopping in, Frankie McDonald. We always appreciate a visit from Frankie McDonald. He always makes everybody smile.
Yeah.
I talked to the guy. Oh, go
By
ahead.
the
Go ahead,
way,
Jake. Sorry, I'll tell you after.
By the way, in private
I
chat, I
have a question.
misspelled Chrissy's name. I misspelled it, aka I can't spell or the F.
That's all good. We knew what you meant. Actually, we knew what you meant. So
I like Gina Bobina's checking in. She says, "Hello, my loves. Hello, Gina Bobina. Hello."
We can't spell either, Jake, because we knew exactly what you meant.
You know, here.
Yeah. So, okay.
Call me a date.
Ooh.
What's up, Jake? What do you got to say, brother?
Number one, I'm still getting nervous. Why?
I'm verklempt. I'm a little hoarse. I'm verklempt.
I have autism. You know, I have autism. I am high functioning autism. I have ADHD and Asperger's. I talk about it all the time on my streams.
Stormy.
I sometimes I have issues with words. I can't spell. I have issues and lately my speech to text software decided to screw up.
Decided to blow up? No.
I hate that shit.
You know what? You might not. You know what? You might have autism, but you also have awesomeism. That's right. You're also awesome, Jake. We appreciate you being here. Awesomeism.
Yeah.
All right. I like what Stunt Joe says. Frank. He said, "What did he say? What planet am I on?" He said something earlier. What planet is this?
From Sydney, Nova Scotia. I actually I met a guy from Sydney, Nova Scotia, and he says, "Yes, I know Frankie. We all know Frankie. It's a very small town, and we take care of him. And he's like VIP everywhere he goes. Like he's always safe." Because I asked about him. I was like, "Hey, I think I met this guy in Lake Tahoe or something." And I was like, we get really nervous about him walking around by himself. He'll never be unsafe. Like if he's walking around, like people, like everyone knows him. Like he's all good. Like he assured me that like Frankie is well taken care of in Sydney, Nova Scotia.
That's great. I'm hoping about the fact that he's up on a nice island in Sydney, Nova Scotia. Maybe there's some kinder people. But yeah, many times Frankie will check in.
Yeah.
He'll check in with us at late hours of the night, and we're often concerned about Frankie making his way back home. So that's good to know. Let's see. Gina Bobina says, "Plug my channel, Jake." What's wrong with you, bro?
Debbie Dabbler is Debbie Dabbler.
Well, Andrew's got something to say about this. Go ahead, Andrew. What do you got to say about Gina?
My love.
Oh, putting on the my love shit. Hey, girlfriend, how you doing? Welcome to Andrew's show.
Yeah.
I love everybody's reacting. I love everyone's reaction to the show tonight in the chat. I see Tiff says mushrooms would help make sense of this show.
Hey, $1.99. My lost interest did another $1.99.
Well, let's bring that some bitch up. Let's do it. Come on. My lost interest, $1.99. Jake, it's football, but you throw it with your hand. Very good. My lost interest, $1.99.
What gives?
By the way, I want to say this is like I remember, GSN actually had a thing called Stream Dodgeball. GSN Game Show Network. Get me off the screen.
No, we're gonna keep it awkward. Let's keep it awkward. All right.
Got left.
Got left. These guys keep me on my toes. These guys know everything we're doing illegally, copyright wise, and everybody that's coming and going. I'm glad I got these guys to keep me straight. I see I got another private chat that I'm not reading, right?
Feds are on to us, dude.
Okay, Jake says Christie's in Las Vegas. All right, let's go on to our next element, please, which is right after the Lamar Jackson story. So hopefully he'll get some sense and sign a contract someday. At some point, even Charles Barkley said he has to say yes at some point. But until then, we'll roll this clip, and this will tell you how Jalen Hurts might help him out in this. Go ahead, roll that, please.
There's some change.
Sure.
You didn't put anything in there.
Yes, I did. I put hope in there. Hope. Don't spend it all in one place, Raggy.
There's some change.
You can hit it one more time, please.
Sure.
You didn't put anything in there.
Yes, I did. I put hope in there. Hope. Don't spend it all in one place, Raggy.
There's some.
That's great, man. That's funny shit. So that's Jalen. If you can't see it real good on your little screen, that's Jalen Hurts, the recently signed and has a lot of money quarterback, kind of giving Lamar some money in a cup because he's got a bag, right?
Yeah.
Awesome
Gina Bobina's got something she wrote in the chat, and Video guys, can you put it up, please?
Yeah, what the hell's wrong with you, Stutcho?
Thanks, Director Jake.
Director Jake. There you go.
Hey,
Oh,
But Gina
yeah.
Bobina says Jake
as
S.
Stormy if blondes have more fun.
Oh, put that chat down. I don't want to see that.
He's been happier ever since her hair's
See?
been more blonde.
Everybody has their triggers, Jake. Look at that. Stephen Bull says, I'll give $2 to Scott. What's it? Oh, to dance with a worm. I'll give Scott $2 to dance with a worm. Mm-hmm. I don't know these empty threats without dollar signs in front of them. I don't know if they're kind of
they're just
a lady in the
they're not binding. They're just ideas.
Show the money first. Show us the money first.
Show me the
show us your
money.
dance moves and maybe they'll pay.
Tell him, Jake.
Yeah. All right, if you give $5, Jake will take one overall off. We'll take one side off as a tease. How about that? Yes. Come on, Jake. I am sexy, Jake. Yes.
Put an overall down. Like take one overall, like off your shoulder.
Boom. All right, here we go. All right. All right, let's get on with the Angry Bird. Let's get on to our next element, please, if we can there, Stutcho. And that's all right. We're going to get into some wrestling stuff here now, guys. Everybody's favorite topic. Yeah, let's see.
This also could be as a Mississippi news, and I'm from the great state of Mississippi. I'm from the great state of Mississippi. A former professional wrestler charged in theft of millions in the Mississippi 10 of funds.
Why is Mississippi
That's right.
great?
There too.
So, former professional wrestler Ted DiBiase. He's the son of the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase Sr. Ted DiBiase Jr. Is wrapped up in a conspiracy account doing with these COVID funds, much like Brett Favre was. And it says it's a welfare scandal. He's charged with 1 count of conspiracy, 6 counts of wire fraud, and 4 counts of money laundering. Andrew, what do you think about Ted DiBiase Jr. when he was a wrestler, bro?
Fuck him.
Oh, we're doing a wrestling story, Scott. We need that wrestling bell, bro. Ding, ding, ding.
Benoit was framed.
Hey, can I also say that also former Governor Phil Bryan was involved in it too?
Wow. All right, well, I want to get Andrew. So give us the backstory on this. Ted DiBiase was a wrestler in the WWE, and tell everybody the rest of the story.
He was a main contributor in the faction Legacy.
Legacy? With who?
Was it like Blown Dudes or
Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes?
Plus, also Simsuka and another, and I think Manu was actually added as other factions in the faction. And I know that I actually, and I'll tell you let me tell you a little secret that people don't know. They started being attacked. They started being a faction when Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase won the belt, beating them in a 2-on-1 handicap match against one handicap against Cody's former tag team partner, Bob Holly, Sparkplug Holly, or Hardcore Holly.
All right, so so these are a next generation of wrestlers. It was his partner was Cody Rhodes at the time, Dusty Rhodes' son. So they were in a
third generation. Ted's the third.
Right, so they're talking about legacy. They had a tag team, but at any rate, he got caught up in all these COVID funds. And if you can roll that report there, Stut Joe, this will give you the full background of what he is actually accused of. If you could roll that, please.
It was quite a contrast of former pro wrestler Ted DiBiase Jr., who's accustomed to being in the spotlight. He was escorted into the courtroom, shackled and in handcuffs. You got anything to say, Ted?
No, he doesn't. Hey, Jesus loves you, brother. God bless you, man.
Is that all you got to say, Ted?
That's it.
You're accused of stealing millions of dollars from 4 people in Mississippi. DiBiase released on bond Thursday after he pleaded not guilty to a 13-count indictment. Charges against the 40-year-old include conspiracy, wire fraud, and money laundering. Sure you don't want to say anything, Ted?
I love you, bro. This being the first indictment, our hope is that this will not be the last.
According to the indictment, millions in federal TANF funds from the Department of Human Services were given.
40. He looks like 60 almost. You know, he didn't take good care of himself.
He's actually he's actually from Madison, Mississippi. A lot of people thought he was from like Florida and stuff, but he's actually from Madison.
That's sad. He's taken from his own place. He knows.
Yeah. So apparently, I mean, you're starting to see a pattern where either these people were connected with people that knew to get these funds, or there's this whole network of these like celebrity or high level people that are attached to exploiting these COVID funds and trying to take advantage of them. And so much like Brett Favre, he's much in the same line. Go ahead, Jake.
His dad, one of the things I've heard is his dad actually, a lot of this is stemming from his dad's ministry, Ted DiBiase Sr.'s ministry.
Mm-hmm.
And, after wrestling, Ted DiBiase Jr. started like a camp and stuff. He has a YouTube channel. He does have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's funny that you see these people that we feel they come from money because they had this career and they probably made millions of dollars. And you wouldn't think that a person like Brett Favre would have a need to be messing around and trying to take advantage of welfare funds or a Ted DiBiase Jr. But I guess, money, it just brings that greed out in people, no matter how much you got.
I used to work with people in Mississippi. I used to work for University of Arizona online, and I would talk to customers or students in Mississippi. They're so poor. If they were getting a master's degree, the amount that they could get of federal aid could support you for the entire year.
Yeah.
Wow, because of just the region and all, and they try to help people in different regions. So people take advantage of know these programs. They take advantage of them for sure.
Cost of living is very cheap, but they're not paying you anything out there, dude.
Go, Jake.
Go ahead, Jake.
Someone asked where he was from. He's from Madison, Mississippi, Madison County. Ted DiBiase is from Madison, Mississippi. It's what we call northern Mississippi. I live in South Central Mississippi.
Nice.
All right, that's cool,
I'm
man.
intrigued by there. I always want to go there. Everyone is so nice, Jake. Everyone I've ever talked to in Mississippi, I've never got like an asshole on the phone from Mississippi.
Actually, it's
so cool.
There's some people that are a-holes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep my language. I know that Shuli Network is
that's all good, brother.
Yeah, we all know Shuli's a rabbi. Keep it clean, man. Keep it 100. Come on.
I try to keep I try to be like, one of the things in Mississippi that a lot of people don't know is we treat people with respect. We're not like some of the people like, if we would give you if you need help, we'll help you. We'll back you up and help you. And that's something that you don't see that in other places.
Almost.
You're right. Southern hospitality is a real thing. If you go down to the southern states, it seems like for me, I live up in the mid-Atlantic, and it seems like the lower I go, the kind of the slower the pace the life gets, and the more polite the people get.
No, but Jake is so right. Like some of the sweetest people, man.
Yes.
Sweetest people? Yeah, some of the sweetest people. No.
Swedish people. Sweet.
Oh, Swedish. Okay, go ahead, Andrew. What's your topic, bro?
But AEW is coming out with a new show.
What is it?
All Access. All Access is actually it's called. They have a new show out called All Access.
Yeah, I saw. They used to be Roads to the Top or whatever when it was Cody and his wife, but now it's AEW All Access, and they give you some behind the scenes glimpses of kind of what the real stuff that goes on.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Jake.
Go.
Jake, do you like Danhausen?
I mean, hang
on, Andrew.
2-hour show on Saturday.
Hang on, Andrew. No plugging in the middle of the show, bro. But another question.
What did you say?
I've heard of him. I've seen him on Ethan Page's. I've seen him on
He's
Ethan
great.
Page's.
He's more of like a gimmick, I think. Like I don't think people take him seriously because he's not all.
Oh, wait a minute. We got.
He's more comic relief. Danhausen is kind of a slight of build wrestler, and he wears face paint, and he just kind of comes in to yuck it up.
$2.
Yeah, I love when he curses people. He goes.
Yeah, $2, Tiff, right there. That's a good question. I tried to encourage him to jump in on it. Tiff, $2. Super chat.
What has Jake eaten?
What varmints has Jake eaten? That's a good question.
I eat stuff from I don't eat varmints, and varmints are actually possums, raccoons, squirrel, and the occasional worms.
You never had possum soup?
I've never had possum soup.
Stormy, you're saying that like you know something about some possum soup.
Yeah.
I'll take a shot for you, Jake.
What you know about possum soup? I don't know shit about
Thanks
possum
for coming
soup.
on, buddy.
It's like chicken.
Cheers.
By the
Tastes
way,
like everything. Why is everything that's foreign and odd taste like chicken? Like if you eat frog leg, tastes like chicken. Everything tastes like chicken.
You want to
you
get
got, bro?
fresh though. You don't want to
Oh,
possum in the
I
can.
got to turn my
Makes
damn
me a can.
screen off. God damn it. Hold on.
Possum in a can. Yeah, that's not where it's at. All right, let's go on to our next element so we can keep the show moving. We're glad everybody's having a good time tonight and wondering what the hell kind of show. Loading says this show is wild, and I'll take that as the compliment it's meant to be. Loading, we appreciate you here tonight. Some people say that's a sports head. I ain't really into sports. Well, if you come watch us every week, you'll find that we're about a little bit more than sports here.
All
So if we
right,
can go into our next element.
We're like off the court, or off the field,
Off the court, off the cuff. And Andrew, we're not only that, Andrew, when we don't have Bob Levy on Friday nights, what are we, brother?
Out of the wheelchair, baby.
We're out of the wheelchair up in this bitch. That's right. All right, if you can scroll down to the heading there, Stut Joe, please, where it says thank you, sir. Go ahead, Andrew. Take this story, bro. WWE and Twitch.
I gave you this one.
Spit it.
Superstars finally get what they've been asking for. It took Paige leaving the WWE to finally get what they're asking for, which is to be able to game.
To be able to game and to interact with their fans on social media as their wrestler name, right, Andrew?
Yep.
So apparently the WWE and Twitch have now agreed onto a partnership. It says at the bottom, Pro Wrestling and MMA News reports that WWE and Twitch have now a partnership to where they've agreed to allow their talent onto Twitch as their kind of main social media exclusive outlet. And I understand there was a lot of aggravation among the locker room because a lot of these wrestlers have their own social media, and WWE is trying to contain it and have Twitch be the exclusive outlet. So my understanding is now that WWE will get a third of the money, the wrestler will get a third of the money, and Twitch will get a third of the money. So this is a new agreement for WWE and Twitch, and you'll be able to have access and play games and do stuff with your favorite wrestlers on Twitch.
Roman Reigns. Hey, chat. I'm going for a touchdown.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead, Jake. What do you think about this deal, Jake? I know you're a big wrestling fan.
That's the reason why a lot of people left to go to AEW because they couldn't stream. But they a couple months when G4 was starting back up, they had what's his name Woods do a couple episodes of their show on the G4 network. Do shows on G4 and but they also stream on Twitch. But I love that now. Like they're going to be doing it. But the thing is, it's like WWE has a Twitch channel. And Bobby, when you were telling me about this morning when we were talking off camera, I thought they was like WWE was gonna like put like special stuff up on their Twitch channel.
No, this is about access to the actual talent, bro, because they were trying to limit the talent's ability to be on social media. My lost interest, $1.99. Jake, more wrestling, please.
Here's the thing. Ben's called. All right, go ahead, Andrew.
Go ahead, Andrew. Your turn, bro.
Paige was a big advocate of Twitch streaming.
Really?
Yeah, because a lot of these wrestlers would reach out to their fan base on their own, and WWE was kind of putting limits on it. And didn't you say something about Becky Lynch is kind of doing something right now, Andrew? Didn't you say something earlier?
She doesn't agree how her husband is being treated in creative, so she blocked out her profile and changed her name to her actual name.
And her husband is also a wrestler, Seth Rollins.
Seth frickin' Rollins.
Seth frickin' Rollins. I like Seth frickin' Rollins. I like this. I like this iteration of Seth Rollins.
Can I go in? Can I do a rant? Because there's some that there's a viewer discretion is advised.
Oh, let's get put to a table.
Viewer discretion is advised. This is not this is something that I'm very passionate about. Vince doesn't call them workers. He is their
Talent.
They're subcontractors.
Oh yeah, well he does that. That's a workaround, so he doesn't have to give them full benefits.
Yeah, but you're not allowed. They're not allowed to work at other companies. They're not allowed to work other promotions while they're working at WWE unless WWE has a partnership with them, i.e., ICW in Scotland.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these other promotions, but but here's the thing, and this is something that I said and I even did a rant on my channel against not Bill Belichick, the commissioner of the NFL,
Roger Goodell.
I actually said that
Yeah.
the reason why you had to deal with the concussions is like what WWE had to is when they got sued.
Jake, follow
Mhm.
Brian on Twitter so he'll give us $10.
Ooh, good one. I'm gonna get a chaser. I'll do a shot. 1 second. I'm scamming shots now. Hey, you guys want the shots?
All right. Okay, cool. All right. So for our next thing, I have a little thing. We like to do some sexy sports. If I can find some sexy sports. So I found this sexy sports segment. Go ahead and roll this clip here, please.
Andrew, you have full control over this segment.
Let's face it, when you're off watching your favorite sports team, it often leads to hours apart. That's hours of intimacy lost in front of the TV. How would you like to be?
I can't really hear the
Does this have any more volume in it there, producer, sir?
Keep both parties entertained for hours after the last session.
Somebody's got music playing in the background. It would help if they would kill that, Andrew, or whoever's got it. Whoever's got their hip hop going. Turn your goddamn hip hop off.
I dropped my shit.
We can't pick it up to turn it off.
Turn watching sports into foreplay for a night of romance. Purchase a
I need to brush my teeth.
Adult Sports Games today and get a free entry into our date night giveaway. Visit our website at adultsportsgames.com for games and official sweepstakes rules.
All right, so I'll give you the brief summary of that. Thank you for playing that. The volume was a little low, so I'll give you the brief summary on that. That was something called adultsportsgames.com, and the idea is that you're supposed to sit with your distracted mate in front of the TV, and you watch the sport, and you participate, and you trade certain amounts of sexual time and sexual favors based on the amount of time you or what happens. Like if a touchdown happens, you might get whatever. But so I thought that was kind of interesting. What do you think about that, Andrew? What do you think about watching sports with your mate and then you could kind of win some booty points? You like that idea, bro?
Yes, I take that any day.
Yeah. What we got to say, Jake? I heard you say brother.
No, Gina Bobino wanted me to do something, and I'm not going to do it on this show. I'm trying to stay professional, and that will make me go off course. This is not the right. That's not the show for this. This is basically
professionalism.
I'm trying to be professional because I'm trying to keep this because every time I come on like the Shuli Network, I'm using.
I love you.
I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get my own show on the Shuli Network. So.
Well, that's cool.
That.
I'm glad you keep him professional. You keep him 100. Gina's having a little fun with you, and Andrew's trying to make some game with her in the meantime. Andrew's like, you keep talking your shit. I'm playing my game.
I actually have a question for Andrew from Ontario, if he's around.
All right.
What does he think about the firing?
It's been a great show, man.
And hey, Andy, go ahead.
Today. What do you think about Raptors coach? Gosh, I forget. Not Triano. That's a long time ago.
Nick Nurse.
Nick Nurse. Thank you. Nick Nurse got fired today. What do you think?
Oh, watch it here. We're not that kind of network. Nick, whatever. Okay.
I'll be honest with you. This is the first I've heard of it. It's been a busy day. I'm disappointed. I'm not surprised.
I am too.
Playoffs. That was very disappointing, especially that last game. But Nick Nurse is a great coach. I mean, first year you win the title. I mean, it was a hell of a year, right?
Wait, what happened?
Something to build on.
Nick Nurse, the Raptors coach that won the title 4 years ago, fired today.
Could somebody say that name real slow, please?
Nick Nurse.
Okay. You don't want to say that with a mouthful, do you?
Oh, wow. Wasn't even thinking like that.
I was like, hello, what are we saying here? All right, if we go to the next element. What we got? What do you got there for us, Austin? What do you got there, brother? Oh, the Toronto Raptors have fired head coach Dwayne Casey 2 days after he was something or another. There you go. Thanks for pulling up that.
Yeah, so they let go of championship-winning coach Nick Nurse from the Toronto Raptors today. So I was wondering how Andy felt. And,
that was close. I thought his last name was Gers. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the fans are kind of bummed about it, but they're going to hire a really good coach to come on there and coach those dudes up. So,
Cool. All right.
Speculation has been Ime Udoka from the Celtics. They got
Kuna Matata to you.
For banging the receptionist for a year. Yeah.
All right, bro. Well, that's cool. There's your little NBA stuff. Go ahead, Jake. What you got, brother?
I wanna say that I want to say thank you guys. I'm gonna actually have to leave. I'm gonna leave and let you guys finish up here.
Okay.
Thanks for letting me come on, and because I have a lot of fun, and this is me being professional. I'm difference between when I was on like my show or when I do shows but here's the thing, when we're on the Shuli Network banner, I try to be professional because we're on a big network.
You're right. Well, I appreciate your respect, and I know Shuli does too, bro. Hey, why don't you tell everybody where we can find you, Jake? I see you online a lot, but where do you want people to find you?
YouTube.com/Jake Huston. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Jake Huston12. You can also find me on Patreon at the Hudson World Order. And I'm always on Twitter at Huston Jake, or at my other Twitter at my given name Twitter, and this is me breaking the fourth wall.
Oh shit.
And saying this, my given Twitter, and I'm at mushroom_Hudson. And before people say that I'm high on mushrooms, when I did that, I'm basically that was a name that was a bunch of names that they gave me in the name generator. And I'm gonna say this.
I was saying mushroom clock.
I was gonna say mushroom tip, yeah.
Thank you guys very much. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
All right, Jake, thanks for joining us, bro. That's our friend Jake Huston. We appreciate him. He joined us on Coffee and Pods every Monday at 12 noon that Stormy and I do, our kind of talk soup for a podcast show. He was a guest on there, and so we were glad to have him here.
Yeah.
Got as many Twitter accounts as Andrew does Instagram accounts.
Does he? What are you rocking there, Bone Loads? What do you got, bro? You just got the claw.
Cardi.
Oh, shit. You moved on from the claw, didn't you? Damn, that's a big step up.
And I got a water and Hawaiian punch mix.
Damn, somebody's ready for the weekend. Well, we hope you're all ready for the weekend, too. We hope you have your favorite drink or smoke and you're having a great time hanging out with us here on the Shuli Network. And if you haven't had a chance to, go down below on the screen and click that little join thing, and you get your name in green, and you get all the little cool emojis, and you get to hang out with us in the chat and be one of the cool people. $4.99 a month gets you a tier 1, and $9.99 a month gets you tier 2, gets you all the content. Or you can go to patreon.com/the Shuli Network. And don't forget to check out Soul Joel's on May 13th, the Uncle Rico live comedy show. I'll be attending, and I hope to see a lot of you there, too. Get them tickets soon. They're going fast, people. Go to ShuliNetwork.com for all that stuff right there.
Yep.
All right, Austin, we're going to skip the other adult segments, sir, and we're going to go on to the Ben's chicken racing thing, if we can, sir. Okay, well, no, one before that, please, sir. There should be one above that. See, I don't have my sheet out to give you the actual number.
I gotta go, man.
You gotta go. Where are you going? You're the star of the show. We got a couple more clips, Andrew. Let's wrap it up. All right, our friend and co-host and worm eater Scott Fitzpatrick was nice enough to submit this. This is our small town sports segment. This little chicken racing. Go ahead and roll that, please.
Number 2, ladies and gents. All right.
Look at this shit right here, boy.
We got Pinky, we got Sonny looking pretty good at the moment. Little Frankenhead's there. We've got them doing some terrible driving.
I like how they're chasing the remote control car around. That's the lure.
Number 3, and we got the corner here. We got little Frankenhead looking pretty good.
Yeehaw! I'm a chicken and I'm a grinning. Look at that. Chase it.
One on the left.
We're almost there.
Oh, one more lap around. I got one more lap around. Chicken driver, look at this. Chicken driver.
Yes, I'm gonna open. Yes.
Come on, Franklin, go!
There you go. That's our little small town sports segment. A little chicken racing right there.
I love it, dude.
Like that? That was pretty cool, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was cool.
All right, now we can do that next one, Austin, please, if you don't mind, sir.
Egg?
I called this one a little.
Oh no! Don't do that! Don't do that!
Oh no!
That one's
Now
worse.
this was one of the things Scott threatened was armpit egg. He was going to cook an egg under his armpit and then consume it by the end of the show. This man can't get enough crazy shit in his mouth faster. Oh! What in the hell was that? Did you get that? Get a close up on that one, Austin, if we can. We get a solo shot of that. Scott is chewing up an egg. Our boy just ate an egg raw. Look at this. He got yolk going down. This is a trooper, man.
Oh gosh.
Scott is the prop master, and he loves doing crazy, wild shit and helping the show and making it interesting. And we love you. Appreciate you, bro. Thanks, man.
Am I adopted?
You hope so, don't you? I know. But ain't that something when your parents do certain things? My God, I hope I'm adopted right now, please. Please let me be adopted. All right. So now if you can roll that one with the little girl with the bike, please. I called this one Little Sports Heads. She's a little sports head. Look at this. This girl's a future BMXer. Look at this right here. There's no real sound to it other than her. They called this one Kids Without Technology. Look at this shit. Look at this. What is she, all of 8, 10 years old? Look at this game she's got. She's out on her.
What is that young man's name?
Pretty sure she gangbanged me like the other day.
Look at that. That is awesome. Awesome. So that's one of our little sports heads of the future right there.
Yeah, I was like, I'm dude. I'm passing through.
Let it roll one more time. Look at that. She put that foot on the peg, jumps, twists it. She's got it all, pushing the wheel. She's got it all going on. So that's badass. Look at that shit. That's our little sports heads of the future right there. Our little segment right there. All right. So let's see. We have 2 more elements for you left in the show tonight. We're about in almost an hour 2. We appreciate everybody joining us here tonight and every Friday night on the Shuley Network for the Sports Heads. All right. So in our next one right here, go ahead. We can go ahead and roll that one, please, Mr. Alston. Let's see. This one.
Come on, buddy. You should be off there by now.
My man. Hold up. We're going to wrap up the show. Yeah, thank you. You got it from the time mark. Thank you. Look at this. This is called Giant Darts.
The rules of this battle are simple. Try and hit the
If you could roll that from 247, Austin, please. I think the instructions on there. This will just show you the truck part. The first part is just doing the dizzy part when they're doing like the baseball bat. Check this out.
See, no brown or black person would ever do this. It's like, is this
good point. Maybe like that's white. We'll leave that to y'all white people. Y'all do that shit. We don't do that shit. Yeah. I thought this was cool because they do it from the back of this pickup truck right here. So these are some extreme sports heads we're featuring right here.
Just shut the damn screen down.
That's a good shot.
We got one more video, Andrew, if it makes a sense, makes a difference. I'm trying to wrap it up, brother. So that was cool. We thought that was neat for an extreme sport. Giant darts from the back of a pickup truck. I love seeing these small town sports and seeing what things are doing in America to kind of amuse themselves. Stuff that might, look at this. From a moving truck, and they're throwing it at a gigantic target. So you got to love that stuff. So thank you, Austin, for that. All right, Andrew. We're about to pull this train into the station, bro. So I'll let you finish up the tape. Dylan Matsko says $2. Great show, y'all. Love it. Thank you, Dylan. We appreciate all of our new friends and our old friends for joining us here every Friday on the Sports Heads on the Shuley Network. Andrew, let's pull this train into the station, bro. What do we like to say at the end of the show?
Good night, everybody. Thank you. Fuck you, and good night.
That's right. All right. Well, we got one more clip for you, Andrew. So if you have to go, we understand. But if you can stay around, we'd like to play one more clip of the week. And we'd like to shout out the boss himself. Mr. Shuley Agar provided this clip, this last clip of the show. I saw him. He put this out on Twitter. It's a kind of alternate, kind of crazy-ass sport. And I said, I got to share this on Sports Heads with the people. So shout out Shuley. Thank you not only for giving us an outlet to come here every week and have fun on your network and do this, but thank you for this next story that we're about to share with you. So if you can go ahead and please.
We love you.
Thank you, boss. They're playing. Look at this. So this is called, what was it called? An Albersham game. So basically, this is a game that they play. Yeah, what does that say, Austin? I don't have mine blown up. It's the Ather Stone game. And so they said there's 2 rules. You can't, what's it says? It must be played on a particular street in Atherstone. And number 2, you aren't allowed to kill anyone. That's the only rules. So look at this, guys. Apparently there's a ball involved. These guys have to try to get into this bar, apparently. And look, they're like ripping the letters off the sign. They're full going at it, just punching the shit out of each other. Just going crazy.
So can you use an oil can?
Can use an oil can. Only in Chad's world. Can you use an oil
Get
can.
him a bar.
Look at that. So yeah.
I'm like, I just want to drink, dude. Can I just like sneak in? Like, I don't even want to fight at those points.
So apparently, right, this isn't just an attempt just to get beer or something. This is apparently an actual game that these hooligans play in this street, and the only rule is apparently you can't kill anyone. So that's a pretty solid rule. I like that rule. Okay. So Scott, how you doing tonight, brother? How'd you
hit someone and like they could die?
I mean, there's people have to come away with some serious injuries, bro. Scott, how are you doing tonight, bro? I want to ask you how you doing.
We're gonna need to go fund me for his hospital bills soon.
Yeah, how much AIDS do you have?
Not doing as well as I was at the beginning of the show.
No doubt. Well, we appreciate you being a trooper, bro. You know, I talked to Scott a lot during the week in the messenger, and he's always brainstorming, and he's always coming up. He's like, BF, I can do this. I can stand on my head and touch my toes or whatever. He's always trying to come up with some shit, and I kind of feel bad, but I also understand that this is some great crazy stuff that he likes to do, and this is his contribution to the show. He's got worm shit in between his teeth. I mean, who can say they love a show or dedicated to a show more than Scott Fitzpatrick?
Yeah, CBS was going to take us off the air, and then you ate those worms, and they were like, nope.
I'm looking forward to brushing my teeth.
You never been so looking forward to brushing your teeth, huh? That's not something normally guys are rushing to do, but we appreciate all the effort. Do we have Stormy? Hello? She's like, nah, that's my dad. She's still hoping she's adopted. She's gonna be looking up her records after the show. All right, so we can clean up any last minute chats we have, and let's pull this train into the station and let's get out of here. We got anyone people saying goodbye or anything? Let's see.
Oh, I'm distracted.
My kind of sport. Dylan Metzko, $2 says my kind of sport. Yeah, Stormy's half like traumatized and distracted and everything. Let's see. Brian Clauder, great show, boys and girls. $2. Thank you, Brian Clauder. Maybe we'll have you on next week and talk about some of the hockey. Dylan Metzko again, great show. Y'all love it. $2. Thank you to all our friends, old and new. We appreciate all of you joining us here today. We appreciate the network for giving us an extended amount of time because Bob didn't have an out of a coffin tonight, so we were just kind of being the Friday night hang for everybody. And we hope you enjoyed yourself. You can buy yourself some Bob Levy blue cheese, ass-licking hot sauce at silkcity.com. It's the official sauce of Scott Fitzpatrick worm eating. Let's see.
We should set up TTS like Perry, and they could just say like the worst things to us, and we'll be like, no.
Oh my God. Yeah, it was nice to see Perry back on the air again today, being his normal aggravated self. And he had a couple days off to recover, but he was no less aggravated, everybody. And we hope he's recovering well from his injuries and that he stays well until we make it to Pottstown on May 13th, because I want to see Perry in person.
He was banned today via YouTube and Twitch for slandering Rodney Callahan. And I said, only way he can get reinstated is for telling the truth.
You don't like when you bring up, you can't say 92, you can't say anything about Randy Callahan. What do you people don't get? I was sexually assaulted. It's like
so consensual. He doesn't even know.
All right, y'all. Well, we're well over the 2 hour mark. Oh, do I got the right song? Let me change songs. How about that? I got the wrong song. All right. Well, we appreciate everyone joining us tonight for episode 11 of the Sports Heads on the Shuley Network. I want to take particular thanks for Stormy for making that awesome new intro for us this week. Our graphic goddess, Stormy. What's that? Oh,
there's another
$10 one at the end. Uh-oh. What? Scott, we got to put this up. We're officially still on. Worms earn money, Scott. We almost signed off.
You just got done picking.
Let's talk more.
I'm gonna lower my music. We're gonna need one more hype train, Austin. If you can find where it's at. We got the hype train. I'll just keep mine playing. Sauce. She got one under the wire on you, Scott. Look at this. My man's being a trooper. He couldn't wait to get this show to end and get off the air. He made it. He missed it by that much. I'll give you the timpani. Hang on a second. Here we go. Well, my timpani's not playing, but it's here.
Motivation.
Oh. Boom! We appreciate Scott, and we appreciate Tiff with the last $10 of the day, putting Scott through some extra torture. All right, got a couple more last comments here. Bill Loney, $2. The Dabbler Show, live at 10:30 a.m. tomorrow. Check out B Dabbler. He's a funny guy, always a great time on that show. We're gonna make Bob Levy puke, or we're gonna make Scott Fitzpatrick puke, or we're gonna make you puke. Somebody's puking before it's all said and done. I know Scott's saying, will the show ever end? Well, I think it's going to have to, bro. So, for Stormy, the graphics goddess. Oh, there's our social medias. Thank you there. If you can check that out. Check out Bobby Fran on YouTube. I'd appreciate that. Check out No Filter Andrew and Friends on YouTube. And I know he would appreciate that. Scott's still puking, so we're going to get over here before we actually see Chunks. So, for our graphics goddess. For our friend Scott, who's currently puking and choking, we don't know how that's going to end up. For our West Coast correspondent, Bone Loads. And for our friend Andrew, who's getting ready for bed. I am BF Bobby Fran. We hope you had a good time tonight with episode 11 on the SportsHeads here on the Shuli Network. Peace and love. And if we don't see you next week, we'll see you the next time we do see you. We're out of here, folks. Good night.
Let the games begin.